Xbox Game Pass has been on a hot streak as of late. September was arguably the best month for the service, maybe ever, with the addition of things like Starfield, Lies of P, and Cocoon, as well as older titles like Gree, or maybe Grease? Spiritfarer, Solar Ash, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, among other things. October was obviously not going to be able to top that, but the lineup for the rest of the month is looking pretty fantastic as well. Already we've had Forza Motorsport and Warhammer 40k Darktide, and just this morning, Xbox announced the next batch of games coming to the service for the rest of the month. Like a Dragon Ishin went live today for those who missed it when it launched earlier this year, and now the Dead Space remake will be available on October 26, just in time for Halloween. If you know me at all, then you know that the original Dead Space is a must play, and I think that the remake does a fantastic job bringing it up to speed for modern audiences in 2023. When Dead Space Remake goes live, you'll be able to check them out side by side, since the original as well as the rest of the trilogy are already on Game Pass through EA Play. Make sure to check out Dead Space 2 after you finish the remake. Trust me, you will not regret it. In addition to Dead Space and Like a Dragon Ishin, Game Pass is also getting a handful of day one releases in the second half of the month, with F1 Manager 2023 on October 19th, The Cities Skylines 2 on October 24th, although that one is a PC only release, and both Headbangers Rhythm Royale, the pigeon rhythm based battle royale, as well as Jusant, the chill rock climbing game, on October 31st. We also cannot forget about the absolute banger of the bunch that is Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery, which includes all 3 Frog Detective games. They're pretty simple mystery games that won't take you too long to complete, but they've got a great sense of irreverent humor that makes me laugh, so I think they're worth a playthrough. Frog Detective and Mineko's Night Market, a cozy business sim that came out late last month, are both dropping on October 26 with Dead Space. As if that wasn't enough, October also saw Gotham Knights and the Lamplighters League also come to Game Pass at the beginning of the month. Gotham Knights wasn't exactly for me, but I do think that there's fun to be had for some hardcore DC fans, and the Lamplighters League seems like a pretty cool tactics game. It came out at the end of September, so it's still pretty fresh. We will unfortunately be losing 5 games from Game Pass on October 31st, which is a pretty big bummer because there's some pretty big heavy hitters in there. The 2 that are breaking my heart are Persona 5 Royal and Signalis. Persona 5 Royal has been on the service since it launched in October of last year, but given how big that thing is, I wonder if anyone has actually had the time to finish it, what with all the other amazing games that have dropped since it went up. Signalis is a pretty bite-sized horror game inspired by the original Resident Evil and Silent Hill games that's one of my favorite in recent memories. If you like classic horror games or sci-fi horror films like Annihilation, I'd highly recommend it. It's only about 10 hours. The other 3 games leaving Game Pass at the end of the month are Gunfire Reborn, Kill It With Fire, and Solasta: Crown of the Magister. All in all, I think that September and October have been packed to the brim with some fantastic Game Pass additions that kind of put the rest of the year to shame. Obviously, we've had some great games come to the service, with the surprise launch of Hi-Fi Rush being the absolute highlight for me, but I also won't soon forget the sting that was Redfall and all of its underdesigned bugginess. So that's the deal with Xbox Game Pass for the rest of the month. Looking forward to November, we also have a pretty clear picture of what to expect, and it's already looking pretty good. We've got Thirsty Suitors, Football Manager 2024, and Like a Dragon Gaiden: The Man Who Erased His Name in the first half of the month, as well as Persona 5 Tactica in the second half. Even if it is a more modest month for the service, I can't really complain since September and October have been so stacked. Persona will probably take up a ton of my time anyway if it's anything like the original P5 or Strikers, so I'll be plenty busy. What do you think about Game Pass lately? I would say that it's more than justified its price right now, but that's just me. I want to hear what you think in the comments down below. While you're down there, remember to like this video, subscribe to DualShockers, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever we post more content like this.